In this series of videos on digestion, I'm going to start by talking about the secretion of saliva. So here's the mouth of an animal, salivary glands that secrete saliva. Those components include water, sodium chloride, mucus, and lysozyme. Here's the lumen of the salivary gland. Saliva would be secreted out here. And let's look at a particular cell here. The movement that moves sodium and chloride in is through a chloride channel. In salivary glands, the tight junctions are leaky. And so when chloride moves out, sodium and water follow passively. Sodium attracted to the chloride and water because of the solute concentration. Where does this chloride come from? Chloride moves into the cell through an NKCC transporter. So called because there's a sodium, a potassium, and two chlorides that can move into the cell. This is driven by the sodium-potassium pump, which is moving 3 sodiums out for 2 potassiums in, and that creates a low sodium concentration inside. So it's the sodium that's driving movement of chloride and potassium. The potassium moves back out, of course, through potassium leak channels, through mechanisms we've talked about previously, and that keeps providing the potassium. The net effect is to increase chloride concentrations inside the cell. That drives the movement of chloride into the salivary gland, sodium through this leaky tight junction, and water follow passively. That creates the sodium and chloride concentration. There are goblet cells, they're goblet-shaped, that have large numbers of mucins, components of mucus. There are cells that are secreting vesicles of an enzyme called lysozyme in many animals that helps to protect against some bacteria, and there can also be, in humans for example, salivary amylase, which breaks down starch, another enzyme. So the combination is sodium and chloride, water follows, which is what makes the liquid components, along with mucus and whatever enzymes the salivary glands produce.